I'm Janie from Me- uh, from Messages from Heaven by Janie and Spirits by Janie at gmail.com. Okay, this will be a short video, really short. Um, my my guides wanted me to talk about repeating the same problem. Like what guides do is if you have an issue that you came, we decide before we come to earth, before we're born, what we want to do. And the guides try to keep us working toward that through our lives. Most people, almost everybody, does not know about their guides. They don't make themselves known. It's something that probably sounds outrageous, outlandish, but we actually have guides who help us to achieve what we wanted, what we planned, what we hope to do in this life. Um, our home is really on the other side. I know a lot of people think that's nonsense, but you'll see, you will see. Um, what they do is if something has been a problem in other lives, and we do have other lives, um, during they will try to set that up in this life. And if you ace it and you do what you hope to do before, well, that's great, then you're done. But if you don't, which most of us do not, we generally screw up the first time, and then maybe we screw up the second time. You know, um, we're given some bad neighbors the first time, and we struggle along and have arguments with them. And then we finally move or grow up, and we have some impossible neighbors the next time. Well, it's easy to do because people really are all nuts. So, okay, so the second time we have some neighbors who are annoying and difficult. Then, if we don't get it straight that time, we get it again. And at some point, you start thinking, well, wait a minute, what happened? Why do I keep getting these awful neighbors? The reason is because there's something you want to be able to do with these awful people, with these toxic people, um, something that you wanted to do. Um, by the third time, maybe the fourth or fifth, I mean, it's been a problem for me, and I know that it's a problem. Other people have the same problem. It's a common thing. Um, when you ride down the street and you see um, something blocking the other side of the stairway, and or big trees blocking, there's been a problem. Um, do I tell you how to get out of it? Well, the first thing is when you see you're moving into a new place, you don't know the people, so you don't really know how what they're like, and if they're paranoid, crazy people. You don't know it. But well, I guess there's no but. You have to be observant. In order to beat this, you have to look at them, see how they are. Maybe with other people, you pick up things. Um, if you see that their windows are blackened and they're not people of color, because people of color often can't drive because they're driving while black. So so that's just if their windows are darkened and they're people of color, that doesn't count. Um, if they see what kind of vibrations you pick up from them, what do you pick up from the woman, if there's a woman, whoever, you pick up from one of the partners. When my last bout with this stuff, the woman was strange. I think that she was in awe of me, which means she might be jealous, or who knows. Um, I didn't know. It was a little not quite right, but it wasn't terrible with the guy. This was a couple. The guy was angry, and something was really off with him, but I didn't know what it was. I just knew that he didn't want to talk to me, and I didn't know anything else about him. He was very separate, and I saw later, well, I found out that he was a bully and that he was very pushy about certain things and impossible to deal with. He apparently um, doesn't like educated city women, especially women with ethnicity. Um, so any woman of color, or anything other than white, Christian, and then agreeing with him would be a problem. So, but it took me a while to pick that up, but I didn't. I wish I had picked it up faster, and I really was slow to do it. It took me a long time to really get it. I think when you feel weird vibes from somebody, don't push at them. I think that's one clue. Like, just watch for a while so that you don't walk into a trap, because they do, those kind of people do set traps, and they will make your life miserable, because that's what they're so angry, and they might hate your guts for nothing about you, that they don't know anything about you, but they might hate your guts because you're a gay man, or you're a gay woman, or you're a person of color. I mean, anything like that, or you're educated and you speak up. I mean, there's lots of stuff, or you're a liberal. These particular people happen to be Trumpers. Uh, Not every Trumper, I don't think, would be like that, and it's just part of being paranoid and resentful. Um, so, okay, what else am I supposed to tell you? Read the people. Yep, you won't know whether they're criminals, and they definitely can be. They can have a long record, and they can be on the government watch list. They can be child molesters, um, and eventually, if you look them up, you'll find out. But until then, you won't. Um, and the police don't always look either, which really amazed me and I found upsetting. When someone like that makes trouble, they just want to leave. They don't want to be bothered. They do what they have to do, and that's it. Um, my advice is turn away. Just turn around and walk away. Don't, when you realize that there's something wrong, don't try to fix it. Don't try to talk to them. Turn around and go away. Just like I say, when you're fighting with someone or you're arguing with someone you really care about, and you can't stop them and they're following you down the street, either get in the car and close it up, go in a room where they can't come in, or walk up to somebody and start talking to them, because they're not going to walk up to the other person or knock on somebody else's door if you really, really can't shut them up, and it's awful. Um, that's it. Um, Thank you very much for watching. This has been a short one. I made another one on Putin just a minute ago, and that's it for today. I'm going to go educate myself. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. I am going to try to put links on, but I don't know where or when, because I don't know anything about computers. Please push the buttons. Push the buttons. It won't it won't cost you anything, but it will help me. Leave a comment if you feel like it, but you don't have to do anything. Just push the buttons. And if you do want to talk to me, or you'd like a reading, um, oh my goodness, yeah, write to me at spiritsbyjaynee@gmail.com. People have been writing to me at places on there that I'm not savvy enough to be able to get. Let me see if I can tell you. No, I can't tell you. Um, I really can't get them on, what is it? That there are other things like Threads, but I'm not on Threads. Other things, X and stuff. I'm not on there. And even when I'm on these other places, I'm an old lady. I don't know how to do that. So just please be nice to me, and like go to spiritsbyjaynee@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening. Thank you. Bye bye now.